Oh, whoa, whoa. Hello.
Hello, everybody.
Oh my god, we are back. How's it going? How was it? How did everyone enjoy the last match? The one was like crazy. The first tiebreaker of the tourney. First one.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour.
Bonjour, Tatis.
We are gonna watch the match of the Français in a bit. In around probably like, I don't know, 2 seconds, depending on how far the players are. Oh, they are already. They're going. Picks and Bands are going.
Oh.
We're not wasting any time.
All day.
Okay, let's see. What do we have? Okay, France has picked speed, and Scotland's picked accuracy.
Oh,
so
wow.
speed versus ag. That
Perfect.
is something. I'm gonna turn up my volume a little bit. There we go. That is always like great to see because we have 2 teams who absolutely want to play the exact opposite of one another, which is gonna make it very funny. So I wonder if we're gonna see another tiebreaker here because the seeds are tight. I'm gonna tell you that the seeds are real tight. So on qualifier, Scotland is C12, France is 13, and the difference is only a 0.0. Is it 3? Yeah, 0.03 in the weighting, which is nothing.
Yeah, nothing.
It's quite literally nothing. So this is gonna be a very, very close one. We can right from the get-go see that Terminal Missa, Ultra Happy Megamix, and Shroniel Shriro has been banned by Scotland. The French team is about to put in their bans. I would assume that they have these they have them prepared. And just looking at them, it's gonna be Me and My Broken Heart, Minimum, and Caffeine. So the slowest maps are gone. Big surprise. There's still some bangers. Don't worry. Don't you worry.
I won't worry. I'm relying on you to read everything because I can't see super well right now.
Well, that's okay. That's okay. I can read. I have glasses as well, but mine actually help my vision.
That's true. Mine, not so much at the moment, but that's okay.
No, that's the whole
It's all
point,
about
right?
the fit, right?
The drip is real. All right. Next up, we're gonna see 2 picks for either of the teams. The first one is gonna be Shibiruth. Shiriruth? I don't know.
Yeah.
Picked by France.
Sherry Ruth.
Mapped by Yabia. And I'm just gonna let's see what this map is capable of doing. It is not on my radar. What the hell? Am I blind? I am absolutely blind.
I thought you said you had good vision right now.
Listen, my vision is... Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, so it is a 400 BPM map, so it is still quite fast. And it seems to be relatively straightforward speed. I think we have seen this map actually before. I'm really bad with names, especially if I can't pronounce them because they do not stick to my holy brain. And holy not meaning Jesus, but meaning it has holes. So, yeah, we've seen that map, I think, and it is quite fast. So that pick makes a lot of sense. I would assume that Scotland is just gonna go and say, hey, we're gonna go with like a very slow and hackable map. I mean, we have Burn potentially, which is definitely playable. Rare Occasions, maybe Walk the Moon. Let's see what we're going for here. Oh wait, I have lied to you. It is actually not. They actually picked Flame Wall, I think. Yes. Okay. So I listen. I kinda went too early. So it is Flame Wall.
Typical.
Hey, it's Flame Wall. 7-minute map. We've seen this map before as well. It's quite long and exhausting. Scotland picked Berserker mode. Which is also a sensible pick. I think it's not the slowest. It is quite hackable though. That is a very, very hackable map. I think top score is it like a 98.9? Yeah, it's can you pronounce it again? How do you pronounce the map? I don't know.
Ugu.
No, that's close enough. I mean, you got the wrong umlaut, but it is close enough.
It's pretty close.
It's quite close. Yeah, it's made by Ögel. Great map. I love it. Love the song. It's German. No one says Ugu.
Someone has said it. Or Ugu Gogo.
Well, yeah, someone. that someone is Geo. Okay, 2 more picks to go. Next one is, I think, gonna be is. I actually don't think it matters because they're not gonna pick from the same pools anyway. So the next picks are gonna be speed and accuracy again. I would be very surprised if someone's like, "Oh yeah, let's pick Ag," but even though we are friends. Okay, I'm seeing some typing. Okay, that was okay. France picks another map I cannot pronounce. Oborozuki.
I think you did a great job pronouncing that.
It's probably like Oborozuki or something like that. Was that racist? I'm sorry.
Oh. Don't report
No, I don't even know. I gotta be honest. I don't.
Him, please.
Yeah, don't report me. I'm harmless. I don't actually even know what language it is. I would assume it's Japanese. I don't think we've seen this map before, so I also don't think that I have seen this map before. Yes, I haven't. It's a 3.5 minute map, 350 BPM jumps.
That's quite fast.
It is fast and is also non-stop. So there's gonna be something. I think that is probably also like a reasonable pick for France. And oh, there we go. And Scotland picks Burn. I think that makes a lot of sense. Very, very eckable map and also a good song.
Yes, I agree with that.
Oh, there we go. Picks and bans have been created. And the first pick is going to be the speed map by the artist of Team Grimoire, because I cannot. It's Sherry Ruth. I don't think so.
Sherry Ruth. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Cherry Ruth. And our players also said we have Mail, Reese, and the Roblox player for Team France. I'm pretty sure Roblox has probably has a Beat Saber sub game, right?
Yeah.
You think they're practicing in that game? They're just like, oh, I'm gonna practice Beat Saber in Roblox now.
I'm sure if you can play it on there, you could play it regularly. So.
All right, it's Flame Wall. Excusez-moi. That is not okay. I need to get my brain in the right groove here. This is really not okay. Yeah, we're seeing Flame Wall. I can't pronounce that map.
Yeah.
Also seems like kinda to be relatively consistent, 300 BPM. And it's just like very long and
long and speedy.
It's long and speedy, 8.5 notes per second, 7 minutes. It's something.
You tell him.
Okay. So we're still waiting for Team Scotland's players. And since Geska is unfortunately not playing, it's a part. Does Team Scotland only have 4 players? They have 5 players. I'm not sure. Are 2 players out? I'm not 100% sure. Okay, there we go. Players have been selected.
Thank you, Maddie. That's such a compliment.
So I'm assuming that definitely, if we're going to see the same players, we are not going to have to wait for Team Scotland's players anytime. But Team France's players are going to switch around a little bit, which makes a lot of sense if you have the full lineup of 6 players. Also, Reese is a little baby.
Oh, adorable.
Alright, just waiting for everything to get going. There we go. The players are in the match room, as you can see. It's still like one of the streams. Wait, can you actually see that? I might be lying again. Let me check this. No, you can't see, but I can see that.
Yeah.
Players are in the match room.
Yes.
And we're gonna get started as soon as every stream has been connected to our brilliant host, Orion RF Caps. The man with the buttons. And as soon as this happens, we are gonna get started with, right on the get-go, a 7-minute speed map. It's actually kind of ridiculous to pick this first, but I'm assuming it's kind of tactical to, you know, wear out the players. Because if they, like, if you only have 3 players that can play, you kind of don't want them to be dead. And this might be what they're banking on here.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good strategy.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, still waiting for one of the players. Will be right there.
And while we're waiting, as you can see, we'd love anyone that's able to donate to the prize pool. The players certainly appreciate all the support. Lots of people have put a lot of work in the back end, you know, make this happen. And if y'all could support the players, it'd be awesome.
Yeah, definitely. The prize pool. Clicky the link. Give some tiny amounts of money.
Yeah, even something small.
Greatly.
Yeah.
All right, small timeout for one of the players because the resolution was just causing some issues, but I think we are about ready, which means we are going to start immediately with a pretty ridiculous match. I'm actually kind of happy that it starts ridiculous.
Yeah.
I do still think that this might go like this might be a close matchup in total. I'm not really sure how well Scotland is going to be able to do on speed, to be honest. But it is it's still, I think, like on AC, I think they're still gonna be ahead. I mean,
I was gonna say the juxtaposition with just the 2 categories is I certainly like it as a non-speed player. It's just neat to see both the accuracy. I mean, you couldn't get 2 different categories, so this is pretty great.
Yeah, I mean, you could go probably like AC and Joker, which is also kind of
also true. Yeah, it's a good point.
But Joker also, like, this is interesting. Joker doesn't just mean like crazy, right? Because you can have poodles.
Also true. Yeah.
So speed is something. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, they have Crusader in their team, Scotland. And Crusader
is ridiculous.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Like, absolutely absurd at AC.
There we go, and we are getting started.
Let's go.
With the actual match. There we go. All right, so 7 minutes means that the beginning doesn't really matter. I mean, we can already see like a slight AC advantage, at least for Scotland, which might come into play later in
Possibly.
the actual like
In the actual.
in the act. Okay. And now we're getting started. Bunch of jumps. Let's hope that the players can actually kind of keep their accuracies up, keep their combos up. So far, no players actually struggling.
Yeah.
And it's dead even.
Yeah.
It's actually dead even on speed.
Wow. Okay. That's insane. It's so close. What is happening?
On the slow
Yeah.
I think what is happening is Scotland gains on the speed on the slow sections and France on the speed sections.
Yeah.
So it just like kind of equals out.
But I mean, it's so close.
It is really close. Now the real question is, if you are good at the non-speedy parts, are you gonna be able to sustain this for 7 minutes?
The stamina is the question. Yeah, exactly.
keeping the stamina,
Such
keeping...
a long time. Like, that's such a... 7 minutes doesn't seem that long, but obviously, as you guys know, for anyone that plays, doing this for that long, it feels like an eternity.
It is very difficult. 7 minutes is a long time. Alrighty. We have passed the 1/5 mark of the match. 1.5 minutes are gone. More jumps to come. And honestly, I'm very, very impressed by... Honestly, like the full combo right here.
Yeah.
Like 2 teams with full combos, that's pretty impressive. Still more jumps, and just looking a little bit at the accuracies, you can see that Crusader is just holding ridiculous accuracy.
Yeah.
9757. That's the same as Roblox player, who no, it's not. I misread. I was gonna say who trained in Roblox, but that's like I guess I can't say that now. Yeah, super good accuracy. Tiny break. Reverse is also holding a 96.5 right now, which is right, like, pretty much where everyone else is at, including Roblox player.
Yeah.
And my god, Scotland is currently crushing it.
I mean...
But we have not passed the halfway mark. Can they hold it? France's score has dropped a lot.
Yeah.
I wonder if stamina is an issue for them as well. Usually if you go for speed, you would not assume that.
No, but maybe, I mean, from an accuracy standpoint, but still, that's...
Oh, there's a miss!
Oh, man. Okay.
There's a miss on Reese's side. And I have been informed that apparently the average is just between Mr. Squid and Crusader. Which makes sense if you look at the points, so...
Oh, I see,
it's
okay.
not fully accurate, but if you add like a 96.5 to the mix, I think it should be dead even. No! Actually, no. No. Scotland is definitely ahead. Oh, I can hear a bike.
Yeah, that's behind me. It's so loud.
That is a very fast bike.
It's insane.
It's
Someone's speed.
It's almost as fast as this map.
Yeah.
I don't think that we're going 300 though. That'd be insane.
Nope. They would get arrested.
Yeah, they would.
Okay, well.
All right, 4.5 minutes done, which means we still have 2.5 to go.
That's so crazy. This is so long.
It is so
long.
Honestly, I feel like for a lot of maps like these, like your concentration is gonna probably die before your stamina if you can't hit the speed well. Because like, yes, it is fast, but it's like not. I feel like it's for a lot of players not at the speed that is super exhausting.
Right.
It's not slow enough to be super exhausting. It's not fast enough to be super exhausting. So a lot of players might be able to sustain this well. They have a lot of like resting.
It's still impressive though. That act.
Absolutely
Still impressive.
It's absolutely impressive. I mean, 97.66. Crusader still holding that.
I know. That's nuts.
You have
I can't get that act on some like normal act maps.
9
It's
on
gross.
Mr.
It's
Squid.
crazy. It's nuts.
So Squid acting up, going close to that 97 is also kind of insane.
Yeah.
96.5 still for reverse. Didn't change anything. Same as Roblox player 123, which means in general Scotland is just ahead.
Yeah.
Absolutely crushing it, and slowly, even this map is gonna end. No one can last forever, and this is only a minute to go here.
Wow. It is also still impressive with the full combos. I mean, aside from Reese, that's crazy, and with only one miss.
Yeah, that Reese shitness is definitely kinda problematic for Team France here.
But still with a 97.
Around 30 more seconds to go. Will they hold? I honestly don't think that one miss by Reese made the difference. But we're gonna see with the final score. Can they hit those last jumps? It's not much. There's a miss!
No!
Miss on France's side.
No!
Nail missing on one of the like jumps. And France with 2 misses now. My God.
Wow.
Okay, 2 misses for Team France on their own pick. This is gonna be problematic for them. This is gonna be truly problematic.
Yeah, it is. And especially, I mean, if they, I mean, I don't know. What do you think? Do you think they'll call a replay?
I think it depends on the score difference, really. If
True.
it's like 50K or something, they might not. They might also think like, hey, let's destroy these players. Let's go for a replay.
Well, I mean, but to play that again, right? I mean, I think you have to weigh the benefit versus the risk of doing that. I mean, it's just a long map. I mean, you brought up some good points. Maybe it's not the most exhausting speed map, obviously, but it's still, you have to do another 7 minutes. And
it's absolutely gonna be exhausting still.
Yeah,
it's not the most exhausting, but it is an exhausting map.
Exactly.
Okay,
waiting for the final points.
Yeah, they're still calculating the final scores. And as soon as we have that, we're gonna know like the score and the accuracy difference. And as soon as we know this,
0.2%.
It's not a lot.
Wow. So Scotland wins by 0.2%.
Okay. Do we have an actual score difference by points? Waiting for that information as well, because that is a huge like information point to know the exact points.
Yeah.
I would assume that it's gonna be quite a bit. I think 0.2 is like maybe 20K points or something. Would be my assumption right here. Let's see if we get that information or if we don't. Okay, we do not have the score difference, but apparently it is quite a bit. So okay, no, I thought we had a replay, but it is not.
No replay.
We don't know yet.
Oh, we don't know yet.
I don't think we know yet. They gotta decide now, though. Let's see what the team decides. I honestly wouldn't. I probably wouldn't do it. Like,
I mean,
because
it's so risky. I just feel like with the length of that map, although again, I mean, France does have more players that they're able to potentially sub in. So
there's also the possibility of Team Scotland just not playing if they replay it, right? Like you could just like be like, hey, let's replay, and then
that's true.
So I don't know if replaying would be wise. Let's see. Okay, decision has been made. And I think yes.
We have a replay.
We do have a replay. So prepare yourself for another 7 minutes.
Here we go.
Wall that is burning.
Let's see.
Flame wall, 6 minutes.
I mean, that's pretty exciting. It's certainly exciting.
Oh,
I mean, I do love a replay on things like this. So same players.
Now the real question is Team Scotland gonna play? I mean, it's like for watching purposes, obviously I want them to play, but for for the players, it might not make sense to play.
I know.
They could just be like, we're gonna hope that they're gonna miss again. We're gonna hope that they act worse, and we're just gonna chill. We'll see. Like some teams consider that bad manners. I'm not sure it is on situations like these.
I mean, it's certainly understandable, right? Yes. It's not just bowing out and not trying, but it's a strategy, right? I mean, to conserve energy. makes sense.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Players are in the room, they're waiting, and is gonna start in a second. I mean, this also kind of depends on. I mean, it looks like they're playing. It kind of depends on what the players think their stamina is, because some players just don't care. They're like, yeah, I don't care. I'll play this deck 10 times, so I'm gonna make a difference.
Well, they're starting off going for it, so.
Yeah, they're going.
And yeah, Mooney, I mean, replaying a 7-minute map that's something.
It is something. And right at the get-go again, Crusader carrying hard with that 97-7.
Insane.
And the accuracies are so similar.
I know. Yeah, I mean, Reese, Zach, and Crusader Zach, it's just nuts.
Okay, so far everyone holding the FC still. 1 minute is over, so still like 6 minutes to go. I mean, this section is just like chill mid speed.
Yeah.
Something crazy. I mean, I don't like not anymore, and I don't like dots, so if I played it, I'd be like, this is not chill. And there is a miss on Scotland's side. I think it's. Do we have? Let's see. We have this time. We have like full accuracies. Reverse missing. Holding at 96 flat right now.
Yeah.
And you can see how little that changed the overall rankings, right? They're like behind by 0.1%. And we're not even that far through. So in general, like misses are not that effectful on a map like this.
Crusader's act is nuts.
Yes. And
what
this
is
could
happening?
also act up. Look at that.
That's a good point. And I mean, Reese's still holding, 97.4, which is also insane.
I think, yeah, there is a miss on male side. And immediately Scotland taking the lead again. And honestly, that miss alone might spell the end for them. Like, even if they act up, it's just gonna put them down a lot. Okay, I see some head shakes for the Roblox player, which probably is because they are holding like 0.2 below what they were holding earlier.
Yeah.
Which is problematic. They gotta act up, not act down.
That is a good point. You definitely would want to act up. Acting down is bad.
Definitely is. More jumps. I'm seeing some act drops. I'm also seeing some gains though. Roblox player is slightly acting up.
Yep.
I think DC is pretty stable. Crusader dropped by 0.1. Mr. Squid is dropping by 0.3, but they're still ahead. And we are slowly approaching the halfway point of the map. And this seems to be like kind of a repeat of what we saw earlier.
Yeah.
Slightly better act on Scotland's side.
Roblox player just inching up in act, which is, certainly helpful.
Okay, so everything seems to be kind of stable right now. We have a slight break for the players. I think they appreciate this break. I would.
Yes.
And
Could be 14 minutes of playing two maps.
Playing the same map, really.
The same map twice, yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out if any of the players are kind of feeling the burn right now. Because like Roblox player is acting up. We do have that miss on male side, but the accuracy seems kind of like the same as earlier. Maybe like even a little bit better. think that like everyone was doing pretty much like bang on where they were last time as well.
Yeah. Is Crusader a little bit higher than last time, yeah?
True, yeah. Also, their average is a little bit higher. They ended with a 96.8. Yeah. And they're like ahead of that with Miss now.
With
so
a
they,
miss.
Yeah, they have to.
I think Crusader's act is higher.
And Reverse as well. Reverse was holding this act without a miss.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
Oh, okay. Roblox player is Blobby.
That makes more sense.
Thank you for the info.
Yeah,
because
thank
I
you.
I looked up that profile and I was like, I don't know what that is. Help me. Okay, so it was Blobby. That makes sense.
Yeah, bad. I agree. Everyone seems to be looking decent.
We have around a minute to go here. It does not look like France can do it. They're below the point that they need, and they're dropping egg. Even if Scotland just completely throws here, Team France is below what they need. This is gonna be a problem because this is their first pick and they're gonna lose their replay as well.
I know. That's just rough.
And that's it! Reese stopped playing!
No!
I think they missed as well.
Man.
I didn't see it actually. I just saw the head shake right at the end.
Tracking loss? I'm not sure. Tracking error, yeah. That's I figured with that amount. I didn't see it.
But let's be real, it wouldn't have made a difference anyways.
No.
Even with an FC, they would have been below that 88.
Yeah.
And interestingly enough, Team Scotland actually matching their score by on the dot.
Oh my gosh, they did.
With a miss.
Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Bien joué,
Yeah,
mais
so
le point
Roblox.
va aller à...
Oh mais non. Oh.
That is.
I mean, I understand why they replayed. I understand why they replayed, but that's it's unfortunate.
Yes, for sure. And I do think that Reverse just acting up, even with a miss, is honestly impressive.
I know.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
It's, not everyone can do that.
No.
Okay, so next up we're gonna see the pick by I think it was Berserker mode for Team Scotland, if I remember right.
I think so.
Yeah, I have not written it down, which I will fix right now.
Thank you for taking care of all the things that require reading.
That is okay. It's not like I'm doing a good job of reading.
Yes.
Yes, it is gonna be Berserker mode. After Berserker mode, we are seeing Oborozuki, right? And then Burn. All right, this is gonna be interesting. France is gonna play with Reese. It's really funny that now I'm seeing Blobby in chat. And Scotland.
But we figured out who that was.
Yes, it's helpful. And Scotland with the same players. Yeah, so we're going fast now. Speeding up like Flamewall did earlier.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Players getting ready. I think most of them joined the match room already. Yes, this looks good. And that means that we can get started in a second. Both teams are fully ready. There we go. Going from Flame Wall to an egg map. It is going to be low mid-speed in the egg pool. So around 5.5 nodes per second. It is still incredibly hackable. The top scores on these are like a 98.8, a 98.9. It is still incredible. So that should tell you how well this is hackable. Currently, the top score is by Crusader.
Okay, makes sense.
98.9. I think Ryan was holding the top score until yesterday.
Oh. Good job.
Okay, there were 3 misses.
What?
What happened? Lobby.
I can't pay attention to this many streams.
Well, that's
Man.
that's it then. I think. What are you gonna do?
I mean, okay, I mean, you're right, yeah. Man. Yeah, no replay.
I mean, just looking at this though, Scotland, they would have gotten it, I think, because like you have Reese, it basically reverses Act, but then you have Mr. Squid, like a percent ahead of Cadaverant, and then you have Crusader, who's just like.
I mean, I think it's just Crusader's
everything.
Act is just it's insane. So.
Crusader is just such an insane.
I know. I keep saying that.
I think
every time,
Crusader.
but it's just it is insane. The scores are nuts.
Let me see if I'm right. I think Crusader's on an index now. Do we have that info somewhere? Yes. Crusader is on an index right now, and that I think that did kinda nerf his speed a little bit, but it's just a little.
I mean, just a little.
Still really good at it.
Yeah, it's just impressive to watch. I mean, I'm friends with a lot of Act players and some very, very good ones, and you know, it's like it takes a lot to impress me when I see someone like this. And Crusader is just nuts.
Crusader is actually what was the second best Act player for a very long time. I have not seen him play Act for a long time. I do not know if he would still hold that rank because there are a lot of very good Act players. But like you can see right here that this is like a bad score for him. That 98.77, that's a bad score for him.
Yeah.
And he's still absolutely destroying it. There's another miss on Roblox player's side. I'm just gonna say Blobby from now on. It's just like rolls off the tongue a little bit better. The stream has some frame drops. I wonder if they're lagging.
I think someone said yes that. Their game is just dying.
Okay, and the map is almost over. We have like 30 seconds to go. And there's like, oh my god, swinging too late on every hit now. Is this on purpose?
Huh.
Or can they just not hit anymore because of like the game lagging? Yeah, so I don't know what's happening there.
Yeah. Yeah, something looks
It looks very broken.
looks messed up, yeah.
Which makes the replay that's gone even like more unfortunate. I mean, I guess again, like it probably wouldn't have made a difference on this map
No.
because Crusader would have just carried really, really hard.
Yeah.
But it's still really unfortunate.
Man.
We're gonna get the info what actually happened to the game. I'm guessing it's just broken. It didn't look good, which means that Scotland is like up 2-0 now. This is a really good thing. I mean, we're gonna go to the speed map now for the next speed map, which is Oboruzuki, which I'm gonna like let me look at the statistics of that one. We talked about this a little bit before. I think it was like relatively linear. And jumps, if I don't misremember. There it is. Yeah. Constantly moving jumps. We have a 96.88 FC AC by Hickory, 350 BPM. Honestly, 350 BPM jumps are pain.
Yeah.
Like quite painful. So let's see how this is gonna go. Especially with Scotland playing basically like every player has been playing from the beginning.
Yep.
It's a question if they can like just keep through it. It is a relatively, it's not relatively short. It's like normal length, I'd say, with 3.5 minutes. It's kind of where I consider a standard length for a map.
It also looks like has some stamina portions as well.
Well, if it's like constant, like if it doesn't really stop, then yes, it's gotta be stamina heavy. Even though I gotta say, like again, I personally find speed. I find speed not as stamina draining as like high mid speed. I think high mid speed is the
You're a
most
speed player now, so.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Ixon plays Truac and speed.
Okay, the players are ready for France. We're gonna see THMX. PC and male. I don't know how to pronounce that. And afterwards, not afterwards, and Team Scotland is gonna have same players again, with Reverse, Squid, and Crusader. All right, this one's faster than Flame Wall. Let's see how the X scales into 350. I don't think that Crusader is gonna have a lot of problems with 350. Like, I think most players who are high rank can pretty easily hit 350 BPM.
Yeah, I would say
It's not ridiculously fast. It's like definitely like a hittable speed. I personally think that jobs at 350 are kind of like, depending on the NJS, they can be quite shit missy. Like, in my experience, at least. In my true egg player experience.
your true ag player experience. Yeah.
But heavily depends on the player. Some players just don't have issues with jumps.
Yeah. That's actually very true.
Okay. Interact doesn't matter, even though Scotland is going to be ahead. There we go. It's starting. And immediately seeing score drops across the board. There's a miss coming out from the things. This like broke my. Like, I was going, but I couldn't continue speaking because of the name. Is it Thames? I don't know. I really like to know how to pronounce that. But
Yeah.
that miss is painful because this map is not Flame Wall. It has a lot of nodes. A singular miss is not super. Oh, there's another one by Mail.
Oh, man.
There's gonna be an issue. 5 misses total now. The MMX just cannot hold the combo. And this is exactly what I was talking about. Like, it does not, like, if you look at the swings, it does not look like this is too fast for them to swing.
No.
You'll just, like, miss time.
Yeah, if
One
you
of
miss
those
time.
jumps.
Exactly. Yep. It's just a disaster.
97.3 for Crusader, incredibly impressive. Reese dropping below that 97 mark. And in general, just like very respectable scores all across the board. More misses though for THMX. It's so difficult.
I think Thunks is yeah.
Yeah, let's say Thunks.
Thunks.
Thunks. Yeah, Thunks just kind of dropping combo left and right. I didn't really see what exactly is causing those. I'm gonna try to focus on it to see maybe if I can catch one of the misses. But I'm assuming it's mistiming, which is usually the case on jumps. And I looked away for a second and they missed, so that's good. But yeah, this is gonna spell. Yeah, it's just mistiming.
Yeah.
It's going a little bit too early on those swings. This is gonna be this is gonna be the end for Team France here. They don't have a replay, and it is actually. I was ready for a tiebreaker.
I remember you thought it was gonna be pretty close.
Yes, I mean seats are close, and I thought that France would just like win on speed, but apparently, I would assume that Team Scotland just banned the maps that France would have won.
Yeah.
And that's why they could not really edge out a victory on any of the maps so far.
And they just had to be so perfect with a lot of the. I mean, just missing once, such a detriment, especially when you have someone like Crusader on the opposing team.
Yeah, for sure, but like the entire team carried through. Like, look at this.
No, you're right. You're right.
Every single player FC'd.
No, you're right. Exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah. And so one miss, just one miss, just had to be near perfect.
I'm very impressed by Team Scotland's performance here.
Same.
They had only 3 players. They played Flame Wall twice.
They played 14 minutes.
And
on
they
one
won
map.
every single match. Like a clean sweep.
Yeah, that's crazy. Scotland did amazing.
It's like the cleanest sweep even. They didn't even have to use a replay for this.
No, and
That
then
is
Reverse
actually
had a
good.
better score with a miss, right, on the second go around,
Yes.
if
they
I recall.
improved
Yeah.
on
That's
All right.
great.
that.
GG's to all the players, but
Yeah, we're gonna go into a small break, 5-minute break, and then we're gonna see England versus Israel right after this. So stay tuned. We'll be right back.
We'll be right back.